Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning. Come on in. And started the 21-day meditation. So I was up at 5 this morning. So that was bringing me back into a routine, because it's like you don't do it for a while, and then you kind of sort of slough off, and so it's really nice to have that started up again, because it really keeps me in alignment. Sometimes it is, but it's also really good to get a break too with that, because sometimes getting up at 5 every morning is a lot sometimes, and you just need that break, right? Did the course this weekend, did the angel, it's called Angel Healing course, and it was a good course. I really enjoyed it. And there was, met some beautiful women, and for a one-day course, it was a lot. I thought for a one-day course, I think it might have been easier to break it up for two, but I understand why she does it that way. A lot of the information and stuff that was given is a lot of information that I already had from my Angel Alchemy course that I did with Heather Brigley back in 11 years ago. Wow. 11 years ago. So, and talking about the rays and the light sun and this and the energies there. What was new for me and what was beautiful was working with the Archaeas. And that is what we are going to be doing on February 19th. We are going to be working with the Archaeas. I've been working with them for a couple years, like these energies of the female archangels, which is a counterpart to the male archangels. So working with them this weekend, absolutely, it was beautiful. So if you are wanting to join me for that weekend, it is $222 for the whole weekend. And I got this one piece, it's just bothering me. $222 for the whole weekend. And there are payment plans for it. So if you are wanting to work with the angels, and we are going to learn how to do angel healing with that, which is very similar. So if you've taken Angel Alchemy with me, this would be a nice add-on to that. So because we're bringing in the female archangels and working with the female archangels, you are going to be attuned to all of the angels. You're going to get an attunement there, and it's going to be one attunement for it. And then we're going to go right into working with them. So with this, it's going to be like where I guess what they would call a level 1 and level 2 class combined. So you're going to be doing that. And you will get a certificate from this. So the certificate that you'll get from it is going to be an angel, your angel magic certificate. And this certificate, it's going to be emailed to you. So it's going to be electronically emailed to you, so you can download it and utilize it there. You will receive a booklet with this information too. So for those who are registering, so there's going to be a booklet with it. Working with the angels, I find, is something that is very instantaneous, that helps to bring in a balance for you, which is really a big thing for this week. Hence the moon coming into Libra, which is very wonderful with Saturn. It brings in balance. So there is a real balancing for this weekend, and it's trining over to Saturn this week, the next couple days. I want to talk a little bit more about my angel course too, because with the angel course, there's just so many elements here that come in. I just get so overwhelmed. But there's so many fabulous things with the angels, because when we start working with them, I can actually even start bringing them into the astrology. And because every planet has an angel, and working with an angel, every day of the week has an angel. So it is really cool when you start getting more and more into the angels, and you find that they are all around us, and they're willing to work with us. But as my grandmother would say, they're having a cup of tea. You just have to ask them over. So that is a lot more. So we, on this course, and I'm going to be talking about it a little bit more each day, is that we're going to get into automatic writing with the angels. We're going to get into communications with the angels. Also, we're going to add in a little bit of, along with the healings and things along that line, because the healing, angelic healing, is that you can add that to whatever modality that you have. So it's a beautiful complementary modality that you are able to use on top of whatever other modalities that you have already. So angels just sort of, they work with everything. They work, if you're shamanic, they work with the shamanic. They work with the Reiki. They work with any of your, if you're a massage therapist, they work with any of these types of modalities. So this is just coming in and helping you to come and in more into your alignment of your inner wisdom and opening that inner wisdom up. So yeah, so very cool, very cool. So a couple things came up. A lot of people were asking me about the angel, or not the angels. Okay, angels, stop. Asking me about the astrology that I was doing, Astrology Weekly. So I've been posting up weekly on Instagram and on my Facebook, weekly horoscopes for people for each of your sun, moon, and rising sign. And I haven't been doing it on here per se, and drawing the name again and doing the readings and that very, for the past for a few weeks now. And one of the reasons is that I found it was very draining on me after I did it. It was a lot, and especially if I had a full day. I find if I start getting really antsy about having to get things done and do it, it really it doesn't become fun anymore for me. And I had one or two people come out and ask me, and I was just saying that I just, and then I didn't see that too many people were asking for it. So I thought, okay, well, it's time to move on to something else. So that was the other thing too. So it is something that I might bring back, but I my Patreon was supposed to go live today, and something happened on the Patreon page, plus Mercury retrograde, that I couldn't. I don't know if they changed something on there. I have to get back onto my Patreon page, which I'll be working on it this week during Mercury retrograde. So I'll be working on it this week. The other thing is that people for their full moon readings will be getting them this week. So your full moon readings, they'll be coming out this week for people. And same with your tarot horoscopes. So people who have ordered the tarot horoscopes for the month of February, your tarot horoscopes will be coming out this week also. So lots happening in the Guru Mama house. So a lot of, and I, doing the recordings and sending them out to people, kind of liking that. It must be my, having all that water energy. It's it's nice to interact with people, but sometimes, just doing the readings and sending them out. And I get really great response from people. And I love that you guys gave me the response about the tarot horoscopes, and you liked it that I do it for that month. So perfect that I find it just will work out a lot easier. Can give you a little insight for the next month, but I think mainly focusing on the energies for you for this month, which will be grand. So, this week, let's talk about this week. This week we got, right now we have the moon in Libra, and the Libra, it's going to be, it's making a trine over to Aquarius. So when we have things in air signs, so anything is, any planet that is in the same energies. So air signs always trine. So air and earth signs will always trine. So when it goes into an earth sign, so when the moon goes into Virgo, it's going to trine over to whatever is over into Virgo. Okay, water sign, whatever in water is going to trine over to water. Whatever is in air is going to trine over to air. So that makes it a very nice mutual reception. So when we have the Mars or the moon trining over to Saturn, that brings in some really, some nice harmonious energies for us. That brings in a much needed balance. And that's what we got today, but they were reversed. So we did get the Magician upright, but we got the Temperance and the Judgment card reversed, right? So that's about our limiting ourselves with what we can see, limiting ourselves with what we feel we can do. And during Mercury retrograde periods, Saturn encourages hard work. It says, there is some things that we do have to do and get done, and not just sitting off to the sideline, because there's, when doing that, just because Mercury's retrograde doesn't mean you don't get shit done. Doesn't mean that you sit on the couch and eat bonbons and popcorn and drink wine all day. No, this is a time of really okay, if there's some smaller projects that have been sitting there, like my Patreon, this is a week that's okay, get off your ass, Mary, and get it done. All right. So this is where this energy is coming in, saying, you know what? Let's get off our asses and get whatever we need done. If you need tweaking on your CV, get your CV done. If you have anything that's sort of been sitting on the side and you haven't been doing it and you have to do it, this is where Saturn energy comes in and says, let's get some shit done, right? Let's start doing things. Have to move because the sun's coming in, because the sun rose today early. We're going to talk about that too. So there's so much happening today. So with this, don't be afraid to reach out to loved ones or colleagues for advice today. Hence, this is what these two cards are talking about. If you need help, get help. If you need advice from your colleagues, if you need advice on financial matters, if you need advice from me, book an appointment. Let's get in. Let's book you in and get it. Even if it's for, let's say you want a 15-minute reading or a 20-minute reading. 20-minute readings are $80. So if you need a short little reading, like maybe even if it's 15, it's 15 minutes. I don't go over the 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, $40. So you need a little 15 minutes. Here it is. There you go. That's the information that you need. If you need longer, like a 30-minute reading or a 20-minute reading, 20 to 30 minutes, it's $80. So if you want to book in and do a little tiny reading on something that you are wanting insight on, definitely let's book in and let's get you done, baby. So that's where reaching out, getting things done. Because as we go into Tuesday, with Libra moon is still in harmony with the Aquarius sun. And so this is bringing in another beautiful trine. So the sun moon trines, this is fire. This is bringing in this beautiful energy that's, allowing yourself, your mind is on fire with ideas and bringing in ideas. So a lot of inspiration this week. And bringing in inspiration for you. This is where, making sure that you are grounded, making sure that you are, because it's air can, get you off going in different directions. But in order to make your things sustainable, you got to be grounded. And as we get into the middle of the week, we start getting into intensity. Here comes Scorpio. Big feelings, passion. There's a lot of energy that starts coming in with that moon. So don't bottle up your feelings, all right? So by Wednesday, if you're not grounded, you're going to find when Wednesday hits, it's going to be like, what just happened? It's like letting go of a big hot air balloon, and you're just out like that. That's what happens. And you're just like, so big emotions can really hit by Wednesday if you're not staying grounded and working on things that need to be worked on, because then you're going to get bottled up feelings. Things are going to get totally fucking overwhelmed. And same as we go into Thursday, right? So because it's making stressful angles over to the sun, right? So we're in a beautiful harmonious energy. We want to get things done. We want to keep that momentum going. So this is where it's like you're going to see if there's anything that's toxic patterns, behaviors are going to surface. And this is where you really have to make sure it's like, no, this is what I have to have a mindset. This is your spiritual muscle that comes in and says, no, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to focus on that bullshit over there. I got to go over here, because it could be that you're craving some self-care routines and positive affirmations. And I know the gyms aren't open yet. And here in Alberta, they said you could go to the gyms only with a personal trainer. Well, not everybody can afford a personal trainer. So maybe there's some, workouts that you want. You could still join me for my morning meditation. It's $25 for the 21 days. So if you want to still join, definitely. Because we do a very nice morning movement and getting ourselves moving. And that's what I want to start getting into, is a morning movement and then a nice meditation, and then you go off into your day. That brings in the grounding, that brings in, you getting all what my mother would call the heebie-jeebies off you. In the morning, you just got to get all the heebie-jeebies. That's what I do with my grandson. We get the heebie-jeebies off of him so you can get going with this day. So that's getting all that night stuff, getting yourself focused on your day, bringing in your intention, okay? That's really what this week is starting to do. Plus, it's the Imbolc today, or some people, Groundhog Day. I don't know, Groundhog Day, is it today or tomorrow? I don't know. But I know the Imbolc is today, and it ends tomorrow. So this is like the first beauty of the spring. This is where, if you're not, this is where, get the Farmer's Almanac, or I have my, I don't know if it's in here. Is it in here? Does it say when to plant? Yeah. So I have this book here. If you don't have a witch's day timer, you can look this up online too. There's day timers, I guess, online. If you might be shit out of luck if you didn't buy it sooner. This is where it's, days on when to plant and when to seed, when to harvest. So things like that. So, if you're wanting to start to get into gardening, beautiful time to get into gardening. This is the Imbolc. We're embracing this beautiful energy. And with this energy, it's the Candlemas, right? We're bringing the light back in. It's part of the Celtic seasonal calendar. So this is honoring Bridget. So, bringing that energy in, allowing yourself to go online, look up different things on the Imbolc. They have a lot of different crafts if you want to do them. And bringing those crafts in. This is where, if you're wanting to celebrate, this is like maybe you want to plan something, or plan a special calendar for yourself today. And the colors to bring in are white and red and pink and black. Baked goods, dried fruit, bringing in some butter, cheese, lamb, mutton. And the stones for today are amethyst, bloodstone, garnet, onyx, ruby, turquoise. So you could be wearing those. I didn't even put on my necklaces today. So you could be wearing those. You could make, if you have any of those, maybe you want to create a sacred circle for yourself with those. Bring in candles in the cauldron and the chalice. Symbols are also the cow, the sheep, and the swan. So you can bring those energies in, have a picture of a beautiful, because, hey, cow, we got the cow coming up on February 12th, Chinese New Year. So this energy of bringing in balance and the sun coming in is bringing back light into our life. That's what this week is really about, because it is going to get intense as we go further on into the weekend. So we want to start bringing what is your intent? What is the energy you want to bring in? Because there's a lot of things we, depending on where you're living, you just can't do. Some things we just can't do yet, whatever. So what can we do? So this would be a wonderful time to bring in some sort of celebration for yourself and bring that celebration in. Bring in Bridget, right? So bring in the goddess Bridget. Bring in Aphrodite. I got Aphrodite. She sits here on my part of my altar. So Aphrodite or Eris or Hesitate. So this is where we want to bring in this energy. Have a candlelight dinner tonight. Create meals with intention. If you want to, do something maybe medieval. Maybe, you know what would be fun? Maybe gather a bunch of people online, if you know, because we can't do social gatherings in houses yet. And maybe do a little medieval fast, you know, with friends online. If not today, maybe closer to the weekend. That's where we want to start doing this weekend and start making it fun. I like that medieval fast idea. I just came to it like, whoa, that sounds like a wonderful time. Decorate. You might have taken down your Christmas decorations. Well, what can you start bringing in that is going to bring in the light and bring in more joy, right? So maybe it's different. Go to Michael's and buy yourself some, or the dollar store, buy yourself some really pretty tulips and things like that, some silk tulips. Time to go outside, enjoy. I saw here in Calgary at the North Glenmore Park, where I usually go for my morning walk. During the day or during the night, it's all lit up and you could skate around, or you could go in downtown. They got rentals and you could go skate. So if you're into that, and some of this, I mean, at North Glenmore, it's free, so you can go and do that. So there's things we can do to start bringing in this energy and this lightness, because this week, even though it is about balance, but many people out there are feeling out of balance, and this is it. This is where we got to put down our intentions. What are your intentions for the week? What are your intentions for the coming, not only because this is the first of the month, rabbit, you know, first of the month. This is a time of our intentions. What are your intentions for February? And sit there with your calendar. Look at things that maybe you want to start doing. Maybe there is, I got this medieval feast coming in my head. Maybe there's a few friends and you're saying, hey, you know what, let's dress up and dress up in our fancy clothes and let's have a medieval fest and put our makeup on and do our hair and be all fancy. I mean, I know restaurants are going to be opening soon, but they're going to be limited in number and how how many we can get in there. So maybe there's something there that you want to do, or if you are wherever you live, maybe you can say to people, "Hey, I'm going to be meeting here. Let's go meet together, and we're going to create some festival out there, or have a picnic." I know it's winter time. I know there's snow on the ground, but you could still do this, right? Why not? I mean, bring in the hot chocolate, bring in, the clothes, right? Oh, definitely, Shy. A lot of people were really, this is bringing in, because there's a lot of struggle, definitely, a lot of mental struggle with people. They're having a lot of, mental issues are coming in. And that just has to do with, one, isolation, overwhelmness. That moon could be really intense for some people, and some people found it fabulous. It's all part and parcel. And with Mercury retrograde, but let's start really, because it's a new month. Let's bring in some positive energies with all of this in amongst the crazy chaos that's happening in and around the world. And this is a time to get outside and enjoy the lengthening days and the increased sun. So if you look at now, I mean, a month ago, the sun wouldn't be rising yet. The sun wasn't rising till 9. Now the sun is rising, and it's what? 8. Well, it's 9:23, but it's already quite high up over the horizon. So take a walk outside, enjoy the lengthening days, and appreciate a period of rest with the earth and Mother Nature. This is really a beautiful, beautiful time to light a yellow candle. Bring that, that energy forth in. Flowers and plants are angelica, basil, laurel, calendula, and snowdrops. So those are some of the things that you can start bringing in. And if you don't have those, maybe you can get a picture of those, or little snowdrops. I think you can get them at the dollar store, and you can make a nice little bouquet and put it in your prosperity corner, which is the far right-hand corner of your house, wherever that is. Or you could do it in your living room or something like that. So go that way, there's the sun. Go this way, there's me. I could be the sun too. So this is, this week, yes, we have with that moon coming in. Then we have it going into Sag on Friday, Saturday. So there's optimism, right? And, Sagittarius brings in, here we go, let's go do this, let's go do that. It's the party sign. Sagittarius want to get out. They want to get, this is where it's ruled by Jupiter, right? So keep an eye out for unexpected opportunities and good fortune. And don't forget about your responsibilities in Taurus. Like, you still have to, this is so important that we start putting down a routine this week, right? Getting that routine and getting ourselves going. This is getting your ass off the fucking couch and starting to do things. Things that you've been procrastinating about, get the fuck up and start doing them. Then by Saturday, we don't want to burn bridges, right? So in the name of rebellion or anything like that. But, Venus is coming in, and Venus is up against Uranus. So Saturday is like, we got some tension and frustration coming in. And then the moon goes into pragmatic Capricorn, like, but with Venus going up against Uranus, there's going to be some frustration. There's going to be tension. We also have the Mars squaring off Jupiter. So we have the Mars, it's going off of it, but still, it's still there. And then Mars is going to be squaring the sun. But through all of that heaviness that we do have that celebration of the Imbolc. This is why the Celts, if you notice, the Irish are celebrating every 6 weeks, because we're not going to be sitting on it. We've got like, man, we need another celebration. What should we do? Let's do the candle mass because the light is coming out. This is the May, having the May, it's like, let's have another celebration in May. But we're bringing in, and plus in between there, you got the spring equinox in March. So we have these celebrations of bringing in light. What are you going to do for yourself, for your family, for those around you, where you work, to bring in the light? It could be by bringing in crystals. It could be by bringing in a candle. It could be by you deciding what you are going to do or how you want to be today. Bring that energy in. It's going to be important. This week is about setting up little goals for yourself, getting shit done. All right? And this is really a week of not procrastinating, not making up excuses. And if you're finding it, this is where it's okay. Well, maybe I need to book in a mini spiritual consultation with me, and we can get you going and get you inspired and get you moving again. Okay? Because sometimes that's what you need. You just need that little oomph. Also, we have the angel class coming out. So if you want to start working with angels on a more personal level, getting to go angels, and this is for beginners to advanced. So if you are wanting to get and work with a lot more of the angels, man, come on, let's get going. Let's anchor this energy into the earth and bring it in. The more we do it, the more light comes in. And I know this month, this January has been hellish for a lot of people, and February has a lot of heaviness with it too, and we have the transition of going from the rat to the ox for the lunar new year. But let's make this, let's start creating this light for ourselves, because there is a lot of negativity that's out there, and let's transmute the negativity into something more positive. And bringing in this beautiful light of inspiration of transformation. Even if we're feeling very low and we're dragging our ass, just doing one thing can really help to bring in inspiration for our own selves. So there you go. Want you guys to have a fabulous, awesome, kick-ass fucking day. That's what I want for you all. And allow yourself to stand up and shine and be that light and be that inspiration, because as soon as you start doing it, you're going to see others that are an inspiration and a light. The more we stand up, the more we do it, the more this transformation and changes start happening within our lives. Sending you guys out so much love. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. I have the divine energy of Mary Magdalene coming in, and she is the one of unconditional love, bringing in unconditional love for you all. A person who's been misunderstood, trampled throughout history, and thought of as being the lows of the lows, but is a woman who holds so much magic, and bringing in that magic into your life is it's there, and it's beautiful. Have a beautiful, inspirational day, and we will talk to you soon, and hopefully I get to see you and you book in an appointment. Have a blessed one, everybody. Or join me for $25 every morning for the 21 days. It's $25 for the 21 days. So, and you can still join. Come on, let's start your meditation practice. Let's get going, people. God bless, and the goddess bless you. Bye-bye.